All right, I have been out of pocket for a bit, for about a week and a half or so. Flew down to Florida to help a gentleman get his sailboat from southern Florida up to Mississippi. So I haven't been able to check the morels because I've been gone this entire time. As you can see, the red buds are now blooming. That's a good sign. When the red buds are blooming, then that is when you want to look for those yellow morels. So I've had a lot of people ask me how my slurry bed is doing for the morels. So I'm going to walk out here and take a look. Haven't had any rain, so we're just going to look and see what's going on. Okay, this is the morel bed from last spring. I'm looking across there and I am not seeing any morels. That bites. There is nothing there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to water this down, give it a good drenching, and check it in just a day or two and see if I get a response from any of that mycelium that's supposed to be growing out there. Alright, get some water on this. While I was out sailing in the Gulf of Mexico, I was seeing a lot of posts in my area where people were finding yellow morel mushrooms. So I really had some high hopes that I would have some here. But we can't always knock it out of the ballpark our first try. So I've got some ideas. A lot of the morels, more often than not, that I find in this area are under cedar trees. So I'm still trying to see if I can grow my own mycelium. If nothing comes up after me watering it, and then after a natural rain, then what I'm going to do is go to a cedar tree that I have never found morels under, and I'm going to rake up all the leaf litter underneath that cedar tree, and I'm going to try me another slurry. But in order to do that, I've got to go find some morel mushrooms. So after I water this down real good, I'm going to go walk around and see if I can find some morels. I've got a spot on the corner of my property that always produces. So let's go down there right now and see what I got. Alright, here's big cedar tree that a lot of times produces yellow morels. Okay, I've walked all around this cedar tree and there is nothing there. So I'll go down the corner of the property and check that little spot. It's just a little honey hole. It doesn't produce a lot of morels, but it always produces every year. Alright, I'm right down here on the corner and I have already spotted some morels. Right there, and I can see at least one more right above it, right there. Okay, so that may mean my slurry bed did not produce this year, but I'm still holding out a little bit of hope. Like I said, I put a little water on it and we'll see what happens. All right, let's go get those mushrooms. I don't think I pointed out, but this right here is a cedar tree. So I've got cedar branches all around here. All right, this year I'm using my fossil knife, one that I found out of the river while metal detecting. Fine knife. Oh yeah. Very good. Wish I could teach that dog to look for yellow morels. Okay, so I found 2 yellow morels. Not a whole lot, but that's okay. At least I know the morels are growing in my area. So now what I'm going to do is probably holler at one of my daughters and see if they want to go morel hunting with me. And I've got a honey hole down south of my place here that last year was phenomenal. Most mushrooms I've ever found in my life. Alright, as I find these yellow morels, I'm going to start rinsing them off in water, and I'm going to collect this water. I'm going to keep it, set it off to the side. And like I said, instead of throwing that water out, I'm going to keep that water and move it over to a slurry. Alright, Alexis and I are on the mushroom hunt today. This time though, we're going prepared with a nice big bag. Last time we were down there, I wound up having to bag everything up in a t-shirt. Daddy to the rescue. I remembered the insect repellent. Yeah.
snake.
Alexis spotted a snake. I completely missed it.
Get stuff on it.
Right there.
I almost stepped on him.
Non-venomous.
Seems nice.
Yeah. Why don't you reach down and touch him? Oh! He's like, yeah, do that again. Oh, look at him go up the tree. Yeah, he was gonna fix you right up. He says, you just do it again.
Nice. This is coming for me now. Oh wow.
Oh wow. Boy, he can go right up that tree without any trouble at all. Kind of looks like a black rat snake, but it's got a lot of pattern to him. I don't know, maybe it's just a young one and the pattern might show up better. Not real sure what kind of snake that is. Yeah, how'd you like to run into him at eye level? Well, look at him just slide right across those limbs. Right to the next tree.
I can't believe he's not too heavy.
I thought he was going to come after you for a second.
I thought he was going to like slither away if anything. No, he was going to tap me.
Man, turtles are definitely out running around.
What kind is it?
I'd have to look it up. It's either box turtle or terrapin, and I'm not up on my turtles.
What does it have right now?
Yeah, it's straight south. So after searching Google, it looks like that was some kind of variety of box turtle. Like I said, I'm not up on my turtles. See how it's rubbed smooth? Hogs have been coming over here and rubbing their belly on it. There's my dog rolling in something again. Chloe! 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 No! If there's anything stinky, that dog will find it and roll in it. We're getting into the area of my honey hole. Now we'll have to really start watching close. See if we can find some.
Small one, that's probably not good to pick.
Oh, Alexis spotted one. I still haven't spotted it. Oh yeah, it is a little one. He's looking a little dark, isn't it? Probably from the last rain. It's been a while. How's the mushroom feel? It's not old and dry, is it?
It's old and dry.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It's very hard.
Oh, is it? I'll tell you what, we'll go ahead and bring it back with us, and I'll use the spore on it for my next slurry bed. So we'll go ahead and save it. Won't eat it, but it'll make good for a slurry. Pretty red bud right there, bloomed out. There's one I cannot identify, so we're going to leave it alone. Not sure what that is. Yeah, you can go ahead and grab it. Alexis found one on the other side of this plum thicket. I'm going to have to get my eyes accustomed to spotting these morels. Another small one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one though, it looks like.
It's pushing it.
Yeah, just starting to dry, isn't it? It's still good though. Man, let's spot another one.
Oh, and another one.
Oh, geez. Oh, I actually see that one now.
Oh, I found another one.
Golly, I'm missing them all.
Oh, I thought that was a bug.
All right, good deal.
And this one looks like it's been fun.
I wonder if I stepped on that one. I see it laying over. Yeah, something hit it.
Oh, there's a lot.
Oh man, they're all under those cedars, aren't they? Do you want to drop them in the bag? Give you some room?
Might leave this one.
Okay. Well, I can still make slurry out of them.
Okay. There you go.
All right, very good.
Whew.
Man, I ain't even found a single one yet. Ha! I'm finally on the board. I found one. Right there. It's a decent one.
Oh yeah. Well, yours may cover for all my little ones. Oh man. I'm gonna pretend I'm not in a spider web.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's a good one.
My small hands make it look bigger, I think.
Now, if I was going to make a slurry so I can make a mushroom bed, this is the area that I would rake up the leaf litter, right underneath these cedar trees where obviously morels are growing. But I'd probably stick to my own private property, raking up the leaf litter. I absolutely would not do this on somebody else's land or a friend's little honey hole, because they will probably get upset with you if you disturb the mycelium on the ground. But like I said, if you're wanting to make a morel bed at your place, that's the best stuff that you can do is scrape up some of that leaf litter there, and you're bound to get a little bit of the mycelium. But that might be a sensitive subject. All right, I just stumbled in a couple more here. There's one, and there's another one right beside it. Hoo doggies. I remember this log last year, and right there is a morel sticking up. Nice fat one.
Oh wow.
Yeah, this spot last year had a bunch of them growing around this. Okay, I see another one on the other side of that cedar. It's a little bitty booger. Got it.
That's a good one.
Oh yeah.
Blue on my hand. Find more?
Yeah,
oh, wow, I see 'em.
here's two more right here. Now I know last year there were so many of them here, I was actually stepping on them. Not very big, but like I said, hopefully a rain will come in and we'll get some nice ones popping up. Cut it and then look inside the stem. If there's bugs, they'll be all inside the stem. Okay.
Oh, I found more.
Awesome. Yeah, they're little bitty. They just need a good rain. Oh man,
I was
look
so
at this.
focused on the little ones.
Yeah, focused on the little ones, and Alexis's knee was right over the top of two of them.
Surprised if I crushed one. This is a good one too.
Yeah. They're like camouflage in there.
I wonder how long until they dry up. Like if we would have just left these here and then came back after the rain.
Yeah, I'm not real sure.
There's more over here.
Is there? Okay, good.
Nice.
Well, those are little bitty boogers. I know I've given them a day or two and come back thinking the little ones would grow bigger,
Yeah.
but they didn't. It's like they sprout, and some sprout and get real big real fast, and then others just stop at a small size, and then they just shrivel up.
Make sure I'm not stepping on any.
Man, I didn't even see those. God, they are tiny. Did I step on it?
One of us did. Oh my goodness.
Jeez, they were right under our feet, weren't they? Man. Yep. They definitely blend into the leaf litter, that's for sure. You were sitting on one?
Yep, let me just grab this one.
I just took 2 steps over and then spotted one here.
That one. Oh my god!
Another one?
Oh my goodness! Look at this! It is a miracle I didn't step on it.
Oh man. Oh man. There's so many there.
You gotta brush the leaves away.
You see this one?
Oh, that's a good one.
That is a good one. That's gonna taste good. All right, got one right here. I see a big one right back in there. And then there's a couple in here. Awesome. It's a good fresh one. Oh, look at that. Nice. Sweet. Still a couple more on the other side of the cedar tree here. Found the remnants of a freshwater clam there and freshwater mussel. Raccoon probably brought it up here.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, a little one. Yep. Oh, I see several in there poking up. Closer to you, and then one on your left.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you spotted this a little bit. Oh, I moved the leaf and there was another one underneath it.
Oh, more right here.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah. Oh, man, there's quite a little cluster there.
Those look good, too.
Yeah, these are fresh. I found one right behind you, the only one I saw there, and it was super fresh.
There we go.
I found, I believe this is Old Man of the Woods. They're an edible mushroom, but I personally wasn't a big fan of it. So I'm just going to leave it there. At least 6 there. There's a little bitty one.
Oh, wow.
Right in front of your feet. You about to step on it?
Ah. Looks like that one. Oh.
There's a good healthy one by that dead limb.
Yeah, that's the one I saw.
That's what you locked in on?
That's what I locked in on.
There's a cluster of 3 over here. They're little. That's a nice one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I walked right over that.
Oh, there's one right there, 2 beside you.
Oh my gosh. I see the one. Man, these dark ones are hard to spot.
Make yourself useful.
Yeah, I wish
Go find a mushroom.
I wish I could train her to find them. All right, Alexis and I are wrapping up the mushroom hunt. Headed back towards the house. So I'm going to clean these, and then I'm going to save all the water from it and make me another morel slurry. And then process these up. You can probably cook some for dinner tonight. All right, so I'm going to begin by washing these morels, but at the same time, I'm going to start my slurry for the morel bed for next year. So basically, I'm just going to take these yellow morels that are loaded with spore. I haven't touched them since they went in this bag, and I'm going to transfer them over to the bucket. Rinse them off real good. And then I'm going to transfer them to this bowl over here. And then I'll re-rinse these again right before I cut them up for preparing to cook. But for right now, what I'm wanting to do is get all the spore out of here and into this bucket of water. And then once that's done, then I'm going to go out there and find me a cedar tree, and I'm going to rake up some leaf litter and then put it into this mixture of water and spore. Okay, so the morels are rinsed off, and have one old morel in there that was tough and dry, so I'm just going to crush it up into the slurry. Now I'm going to rinse these one more time and save all the water in here and pour it into the slurry mix, just to make sure I get as much of the spore as possible. All right, second rinsing. Water's a little cloudy, a lot of particles in there. No doubt there's a lot of spore in there also. All right, good deal. That's about a third full. So now I'll go out into the forest and find me a cedar tree. All right, got a cedar tree right here. I've never found a morel under it. So I am going to dig the leaf litter out from under here and put in my bucket. Now, like I said earlier, if you guys are trying to grow a morel slurry and get a bed started, you probably ought to get the leaf litter out from under an area where you found mushrooms. But I'm doing this because I want to see if I'm actually growing mycelium from spore. So that's why I'm picking a spot where I've never found a mushroom before. All right, there we go. I've got a little over half a bucket full of the leaf litter and just a little bit of the dirt from out from underneath the cedar tree. Now it's a little bit thick. I need to put an aerator down in there, so I'm probably going to add a little bit of water from the pond into this. Okay, we got ourselves a little looser slurry now. So that looks pretty good. I'm probably going to add a little bit of salt, maybe a tablespoon of salt into this mixture, and then put a bubbler down in there. I think the last time I did 48 hours. I may let it set for longer than that. Alright, just grabbed one of the air rocks out of the aquarium. I'm going to stick it right down in the bottom of that. Ugh. That's messy. Alright, I see the bubbles starting to percolate through that mess. Okay, I've got close to 2 cups of fireplace ash, and on the very bottom I've got a tablespoon of salt. So I'm going to add this to the mix, like that. Get me a stick and stir that up. Alright, got a handy dandy stick here. Alright, let that set for a little while, and then I'll go mix it into my original morel bed and give it another shot. Alright, looking one last time over here on my morel bed, and I'm not seeing any morels. If I'm not mistaken, it seems like my last video I only used 1 morel. So on this slurry I used a whole lot of morels. So that has been sitting there bubbling for about 5 days now. So I let it bubble a lot longer than what I intended. I figured, what the heck, I'll just let it sit there and bubble. Alright, I've got the ground churned up and some more leaf litter thrown in here. So I want to start the slurry. I think I just busted my bucket. Okay, so it's all mixed in pretty good with the leaf litter and stuff. And so throughout the summer, I'm going to come over here and I'll make sure I keep this damp. Last summer, I didn't water it at all. I just let it set. Figured the mycelium would grow through the leaf litter and everything without any problem. But maybe it just got too hot. I'm not sure what happened. But this summer, I'll continue to water it. So that's going to conclude the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video of the mushroom hunt that Alexis and I went on. It was fairly successful. Probably would have been a little bit more so if we'd had some more rain, but just wasn't in the cards. Alright, till next time, bye.